In case you haven't noticed, 2020 is right around the corner, so it's about that time that I make my top 10 favorite movies of the year list. So, if you guys are ready, let's get started. What's up guys, welcome back to the channel, and as always, if you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe because I release great content every day that you don't want to miss, and if you end up liking the video, give it a thumbs up. Now guys, a look back on the year as a whole, 2019, it was pretty great with movies, but this list is going to be my favorite, so it's not a definite best, like this is not the top 10 best movies. But in my opinion, these are my favorite movies that I saw. So if you don't like the movie, go down in the comments below, tell me why you didn't like it, and give me your own top 10 favorite movies of the year. But guys, starting off at number 10, Spider-Man Far From Home. Now, guys, this movie, it was pretty solid. It went by the MCU formula. You have the comedy, the action, and a solid storyline. But compared to the other 9 movies on this list, it just didn't go ambitious, alright? Like Homecoming, it was more ambitious, even though the ending kind of mixed on that. But this film, it was just playing it safe. Yes, we got a great film with Mysterio, but there wasn't as much that happened in this film compared to other MCU films. Now, the ending suggests a really awesome Spider-Man 3, which I hope we get because the whole Sony Marvel deal. But I'm pretty sure we're getting a third one now, and with Spider-Man's identity getting exposed to the public, should be pretty interesting, and maybe we could get some Sinister Six action. Now, coming up at number 9 is going to be Detective Pikachu. Now guys, I am not a big fan of video game movies. They have not been done so well. The only one that I liked before this movie came out was the Tomb Raider that came out the year before, which that movie was actually pretty solid, but it wasn't amazing. Whereas this movie, they did it very well. The Pokemon looked amazing. The storyline was even very solid too. Like, it wasn't a very, masterpiece storyline, but it was still pretty interesting. And Pikachu himself, played by Ryan Reynolds, that is just, I didn't think it'd be that great casting. But Ryan Reynolds pulled it off, and it's probably one of his best casting choices in years. For me, alright? But yeah, guys, a lot of people forgot about this movie. They haven't been putting it on their top 10 list. But for me, it's very memorable and worth going to watch at the movies. Now, coming up on number 8 is being Knives Out. Now, guys, this movie, it was solid, but really stole the show was James Bond himself. Daniel Craig as the detective, he was just so great, guys. Like, at the end of the film, he's like wrapping everything up. He's like telling you, oh, this is how this happened, and he identifies the killer. Though that person was kind of predictable, like I kind of saw it from a mile away, Daniel Craig's character and how he explains it was just so awesome. And the movie itself was paced well. There's comedy. There's even some action too. Now, up next at number 7 is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. So this one had Leonardo DiCaprio as the main character, and he did a good job. I'm surprised. I haven't really been liking him in movies. He's just been kind of boring. But in this one, it shows his acting is really good. And Brad Pitt versus Bruce Lee, that was pretty cool. But the only thing that puts us kind of lower at the list is I don't like how Brad Pitt's character can just take out Bruce Lee. And I know how some people are saying, oh, it's just a daydream in the film. Well, I don't care. Bruce Lee won't be taken out by American because he's one of the best martial artists in the whole world. Or in history, actually. But other than that, it was a pretty awesome film. Margaret Robbie was great as Sharon Tate, and the other characters just played so well. The pacing was good. It was crazy. The very ending, the very third act, alright? The third act of the film is just awesome, alright? If the rest of the movie was like that, I would probably put this at number 1. Coming in at number 6 is be It Chapter 2. Now guys, Pennywise in this film is pretty awesome. He steals the show. Bill Skarsgård is my favorite Pennywise, right? He's better than the one in the 90s. Billy, James McAvoy's character, is a great lead character, and the other characters too. They get very fleshed out, and they get a good wrap-up on this 2-parter. Now, it's not better than the first one. I really like the first one better, and the movie is a little long, so that does knock it down to number 6 on this list. But I still recommend go seeing it. Number 5 on this list is going to be Shazam. Now guys, Shazam is one of my favorite movies of the year, as you can see. And a lot of people weren't a big fan of it, which I'm surprised of. Like, people were saying, oh, it's super cheesy, it's dumb, oh, he's an adopted kid, whatever, oh, it's DC, we're DC haters. But for me, I like the story, it's very heartfelt, and the action was great, the comedy was amazing. I don't know what you're talking about. Just the only thing that they could have did better is the marketing. Like, this is a better film for, like, Christmas. Like, it's a total Christmas film. But releasing it in April, not a great idea. But I still really love the film. It's one of DC's best to date. Not the best DC film of the year, though. There's still one more for that. But Shazam does rank high on this list, making it to number 5. Coming in at number 4 is Avengers Endgame. And I know you're going to say, why is this not at number 1, Ethan? Well, I'll explain to you. Honestly, I have 3 other films that I thought were better because they're more smaller and they really hit you more. Where this film, as it was very epic, great, and you got a great wrap up to the whole 22 film Infinity Saga, it has some flaws. Like the whole time travel thing about Captain America. Oh, he could talk about, oh, it's going to mess up the timeline. But when he goes back in time, the timeline isn't even messed up. Stuff like that really hinders the film. But for granted, it's still an awesome film. It has one of the best set pieces in the entire history. When Captain America has Thor's hammer and he's like, Avengers assemble, and you see all the heroes come at Thanos. It's pretty freaking awesome. And it hit me in the feels, alright? Alright guys, coming in at number 3 is going to be Uncut Gems by Adam Sandler. Well, not by Adam Sandler, but he's the lead star of this film. Now, this film surprised me, alright? This is actually the most recent film that I saw, and it's freaking crazy, right? Especially the ending. The ending was creepy. Like, how it ends, it hits you. You're like, holy shit. Like, that's what it feels like. Like, I came out of the film feeling very shitty. But I think that's what the film was trying to make you feel. Like, yeah, the writing was amazing, the acting was great. Like, I was surprised that Adam Sandler can pull a very serious character off, because he's known for his comedy. But how it ends, how the story wraps up, and you see this guy just going, like, losing everything, and when he's about to hit the jackpot, no spoilers. But guys, pretty crazy film, go check it out. Me at number 2 is going to be John Wick Chapter 3. Now, I like Keanu Reeves, he did great in The Matrix, and John Wick Chapter 1 and 2 were great, but this is probably his best movie to date, alright, for me. Because the action is non-stop throughout this film. Keanu Reeves plays awesome John Wick. Like, his acting's on point. Halle Berry does a great job too. And the ending is really great. Like, it's a big twist. And the action throughout, it's just the best action you can find in a movie. Alright guys, let's get to number 1. Coming in at number 1 is The Joker with Joaquin Phoenix. Now guys, I know some people have said, oh, it's very overrated. Like, they still think it's a great film, but they don't think it's number 1 because they think, oh, it's kind of boring at times. I did not think that at all. Yes, it's a long film, but it's paced very good. You see Arthur Fleck go deeper into insanity, and the end of the film suggests a lot of theories. Like, this is a movie that I've talked with friends for a while. Couple hours, couple days. This is a movie you could make theories about, you could be talking about for years to come. So, obviously, it's going to be at number 1. And it's just a masterpiece. Like, Todd Phillips did a great job. Like, the directing was on point. And guys, there's so much stuff in this film. And it's cracked into like 2 hours. So, go watch it. If you haven't watched it yet, then what are you doing, bro? Like, you're missing out on an amazing film, and in my opinion, the best movie of the year. Alright guys, that's gonna wrap up the video. In the comment section below, tell me your top 10 favorite movies of the year, and tell me what you think about these other films. Avengers Endgame, Joker, John Wick Chapter 3. Did you like these films? Did you hate them? And guys, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't yet, bro, subscribe to this channel, because you don't want to miss out on this great content. Alright guys, that's the video, and peace out.